If you're in need of a guitar wireless system, or if you've already got one and you're just frustrated with it, it's always hard to keep it together and, well, to make sure that it's charged when you need it. Well, today I've got something that might solve those problems. It comes from XVIVE. It's called the AC58, and it's a guitar wireless and charging case. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and yeah, that's what we're looking at today from XVIVE. This is a nice charging case with the guitar wireless that comes with it. And whether you play on stages or just in your living room or even your bedroom, cables suck, right? Well, maybe not all the time, but a wireless system is really nice to have. And I've got several of them that I've tested here. XVIVE makes a very nice one. As a matter of fact, if you already own their, if you already own this wireless system, which is the A58, you can actually just buy this charging case and upgrade your whole system. So that's a pretty cool deal. One of the things that XVIVE is big on is range. They have a very strong signal. They have all kinds of things within this to make sure that your signal is not interrupted and that you get a good distance out of it. So we're going to do a range test today. It was a nice enough day to take it out onto the pier here in my neighborhood, and that's a long pier. I think that pier is around 250 feet, something like that. I didn't get all the way to the end of the pier, but you'll see the results were pretty amazing. So let's start off by showing you what all you get inside the box, and then we'll take it out for that range test. Real simple packaging here, AC58 guitar wireless system. It includes the A58 guitar wireless system and the BCA58 charging case, gray. So basically this is, if you were to buy their standard wireless, you would just get the same thing but without this case, and the case is really what makes this a big deal here. Some features on here: 5.8 gigahertz true diversity wireless system, high resolution 24-bit 48 kilohertz audio, less than 5 milliseconds latency, up to 5 hours of battery life, 6 wireless channels, wireless range up to 100 feet, depends on RF signal absorption, reflection, and interference. Yeah, so if your body gets between it or something is interfering with it, that can happen. But in testing the transmitter with their wireless system that has the pedal with the tuner on it, which you can watch that video popping up here, it was really good. It didn't really have any issues at all. Inside of that box, you're going to get a little pamphlet that tells you about all their other equipment and stuff. Then we've got a little warranty card inside of here, 1 year limited warranty, and a manual. This is a very simple system to use. But this is what's really cool. So this nice sturdy case, it's really, really sturdy. Up here in the front, you'll see that it's got little lights on there, and that tells you, well, it's a battery indicator. You hit that button right there. USB-C to charge the case. So the case actually has a battery built into it, and the reason why those are green right now is I was actually using these a little bit ago, and they're in there charging right now. So we just unzip it. Up here at the top, we've got a USB-C cable there for charging the case, and then you've got these two in here, and they're in there super snug. It's really, really nice. Pull them out. There's that one. You can see that one is actually charging right now. And there we go. You know, a lot of these have that kind of squishy silicone button that you press, and you got to hold it down until it comes on. I kind of like that these have a physical on and off switch. You just turn them on, and they just paired right up. Got a power indicator on both of those, and then you've got this little light right here that's telling me that it is receiving from this transmitter. Channels 1 through 6, it automatically found the channel that was working best for it. But if you needed to change the channel, all you do is hit this little button on the side, channel mode, and you just hit that, and it switches through the channels. And you see that turned off because it's no longer receiving. We'll just go through here. And there we go. Now it's receiving again. The receiver is always going to find the best channel for where you're at your environment. But if you do want to scan for the best channel, you'll turn it on, hold down the button, and it'll scan for the best channel. It'll stop on the one that it thinks is the best. And it says channel 1. And we turn this one on. And if it is not already on channel 1, then you would just go through those with that button right there. Now you might have a guitar or bass that has active pickups on there. This has 2 different modes. It's got active and passive. So if you wanted to switch the modes, you would just hold down that channel mode button that's right there. Hold it for 3 seconds. And you've got the little light there for active now. That shows on both of these. If you wanted to turn that off, and there we go. All right, we actually have a decent day here in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. My favorite place to test the range of these things is this pier. I don't know exactly how long the pier is, and I'm going to do an unscientific pacing of it. I'll just pace it out, 1, 2, 3, that type of thing, and we'll just fast forward through those. Just want to make sure that we get like, oh, I don't know, right here, this is probably about, 10 feet or something like that. All right, so that's our benchmark, okay? I just got a Spark Mini sitting over there. I've got one of these microphones, a Rode microphone sitting right in front of it, and we're just gonna pace it out, okay? So I should get pretty much direct line of sight, but this pole here might block it at one point, and that's a good test of that, okay? So this should be about 25 feet here. It actually seems like more. I just paced it out like I said, but. All right, so I'll do this one again. Okay, so this has got to be more than 50 feet, but this is about 50 feet. All right. And very little latency at this more than 50 feet here, so that's very good. Okay. Okay, so this should be about 75 feet right here. Okay. So this should be about 100 feet right here, and I don't know anybody that's getting this far away from their transmitter or their receiver, amplifier, or whatever, but let's try it out. I can hear it, so must be picking it up. All right, so this is about 120 feet here. This has got to be more than that, but. Dude, I can hear it from here, so it must be picking up. All right, well, let's head on back. Love this Vegatrem. If you have not seen the video where I installed the Vegatrem on this, what was it, $119 Squire Stratocaster debut series, check it out because, man, I just love it. Absolutely. Gotta tell you, XVIVE has really impressed me with the stuff that I've reviewed from them so far. And the case just makes everything so much better. It's funny because I have the same kind, as a matter of fact, the same little case type of thing for my Rode wireless microphones. It just makes it so that all you have to do is make sure that this case is charged up and just pop them into the case when you're done with them and they get all charged up nicely. This case is very sturdy. I have no problems with that. And of course, look, I've already tested their A58 wireless. As a matter of fact, with this, which is the P58, this is a receiver and a tuning pedal. And if you haven't seen that video, you might want to check that out. Pretty sweet. It'd be a good idea to own one of these and this and just use it all together. A couple of things that I really like about their wireless system, by the way, I'd like to point out that the neck on this is a little bit longer than a lot of them are. Some of them are really short, and when you go to pull them out, you're really grabbing onto this, and I feel like pulling that out, some of my jacks are pretty tight, and it just seems like it would put undue stress on that connection. So it's nice on this that I can actually reach down and grab that. I do like that it has a physical on and off button on it. You know, it's the small things. That way I know for sure that I've turned it on, and it prevents the little buttons, you know, kind of like old calculator buttons, those things, to get worn out, right? So you don't have to worry about that. That's very good. They do have an active and passive mode on here, which is nice. If you're an active pickup player, if you got them EMGs cranked up, you might want to use the active mode on this. That's good too. Yeah, for me mostly, it's about the reliability. These things have been very, very reliable. I can't complain. You saw that range test. I will never get that far away from my receiver when I'm playing. And there were things that were blocking it. We had wind out there that day, and there was, there's all kinds of elements that could have interfered. And you only heard a little bit of crackling near the end. You also have to keep in mind that my camera was maybe 10 feet away from me, and then another 5 to 10 feet from that was where the little amplifier was and the microphone and all that. which is where the receiver was, right? So, you know, if I got 120 feet out there, I got 150. Very unscientific, I just paced it out. But I can tell you, I got at least 100 feet away and it performed exactly as described, so I'm very happy with that. I know that the kit, all three of these pieces together, is about $189, so less than 200 bucks. Still great for a wireless system. I don't know how much the case itself is, but they do have that available. If you just want to buy the case, you've already got the A58. Is that what it is? Yeah. Anyways, you've already got the wireless receiver and transmitter. You just want the case, you can also get that. So if you're in need of a guitar wireless, you might want to take a look at XVIVE. They make some good products and I've been nothing but happy with them. So that's the AC58 guitar wireless with charging case, and I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel. So if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there is a red subscribe button down there and notification bell. Click both of those. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. If this video has only been up for a couple of days, you might see a little button down below the video that says hype. I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that. Anything that helps the algorithm here and gets more people to see these videos, that would be great. Yep, there's also a thanks button down there if you feel like donating to the channel. Always appreciated. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.